everybody, and welcome to the BrickFeed Podcast, episode 73. I'm Meso.
I'm Ben.
I'm Prpl.
And I'm Tenebrae Invictus.
And hello, everybody!
Yay!
I'm so used to, being last that I always say my name in a way that would suit being last, I'm Prpl, or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm Prpl.
I remember the days when I wasn't at the end.
We'll hire someone else. You'll be fine. How's everybody doing this week?
Doing okay.
I'm okay.
No.
I've actually had a really crappy week, but...
Really?
Yeah, that's just because I was, sick, and some dude yelled at me, but it has nothing to do with Lego.
Oh, yeah, that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't hear about
sorry
this.
about that.
Yeah,
I'll try not to do it again.
You didn't yell at me!
Ben. I can't believe you did that, man.
Wow.
Yeah, whoops. I didn't know you would get offended.
Oh my god.
I must have missed this story.
Yeah, I posted it on my Snapchat, but basically, long story short, we were doing group critiques in one of my classes, and no, it's not even because of that. I wanted to work with a couple of my friends who sit directly in front of me, and we're allowed to do that because I've already asked the teacher if it's okay to work with people outside your row. But this one dude in my row got so offended that I didn't want to work with him. He was like, "Oh, you can't work with that. That's not how it works. That's not. He just kept going. It's dude, shut up. I could work with my friends if I want to." But he basically scared off my friends in a way. They were like, "Oh no, it's fine. Don't worry. Just work in that group." It's do you think I want to work with this guy now?
Don't leave me behind.
Yeah.
He just wanted to work with you, Prpl.
Yeah. Oh,
He's probably a fan of yours.
Probably.
Oh god, I hope not.
It's possible.
I'd rather this guy just dislikes me than likes me enough or likes me so much that he doesn't want me talking to other people, because that's just really creepy. Oh,
You're mine.
Yeah. That's how my week was. No.
You're mine.
You're all mine.
Oh boy. Well, I had an okay week. Fairly uneventful. Just
That's good.
editing vids left and right, prepping for a hurricane.
I've had a pretty decent week. Wait, what?
No, yeah, it's just
You should probably clarify that hurricane thing.
There's another one coming. It's a category.
It's coming
1.
for you?
Yeah, almost directly. It's forecast to hit me right direct, a direct headshot, basically. It's kind of unfortunate, but it's probably just going to be a category 1, so I don't believe it's going to be that bad.
But Meso,
probably weather
you
this
remember
storm.
the last time, buddy.
Don't remind me. Don't
I'm
trigger
just saying,
me,
man. Be
I don't want to be triggered, dude.
Be careful, dude. Just be careful out there, okay? I'm genuinely worried about you.
Same. Also, make sure you get an umbrella.
And your Lego sets.
Here's a nice comment from our live studio audience from Whittle Winiwihari. Wesawak is laughing wobble. This thing I've seen going around to the OWO extension.
God, they're not. They're not actually.
It's like Tweety Bird.
No,
I
it's
saw a Pootie Tat.
No, it's you talk all cute. I don't even know how to do it. You talk all cutely in.
Cutely?
I literally cannot speak in OWO. But you just talk like a literal toddler. You can't say your R's, and you oh my god, it's so
whoa,
weird. That was really funny.
Shut up.
Whoa,
shut up.
So, do you guys get any Legos this week?
I did. Oh, I think it was actually
Legos. Lots of Legos.
A week ago.
So many Legos.
All those Wego.
Lego.
Oh my god.
Legos. I didn't get any. I don't think I got any sets this week. The only thing I did get that was Lego related was the little Lloyd figure that they gave out alongside the Lego Ninjago movie video game. Jeez, that is a ridiculously long title. It's like the Naruto games. Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm Shippuden Budokai
Naruto.
What a storms
Budokai.
and thunder.
Lego Ninjago movie video game. Apparently the video game's been getting decently well received.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's kind of surprising.
People seem to like it.
Good game for a bad movie, Kappa.
Yeah, I heard it's pretty good. I actually didn't get it. I just took a minifigure. Or 2.
The perks of a GameStop.
Or 3.
Grand Theft
I took 3 of them.
minifig.
It's an okay minifig. I do like the little, because it's like his training outfit. I like the helmet that it comes with. It's pretty cool. That's it, though.
Nice. Well, I mean, yeah,
What'd
I
you
got
get?
stuff.
What'd you get?
Me or him?
Not you, him.
Oh, okay, me. All right, I thought. Never mind.
What'd you
So,
get?
shush.
What'd you get?
I got the Ninjago City Chase because it was about $18, and I figured nobody else was ever gonna get it.
Wow, really?
Get it? Yeah.
And
so
is
I
it
was just
true
like,
that did nobody else ever get it?
Probably not. But
So
I
what's
also
the probability that they did?
not. Probably.
Hey, Var says he got it.
That's true, huh?
Okay, so 95%.
95%
Is it good?
of what?
Would you recommend?
It's interesting because I don't know if it's like completely worth the money, but at the same time there are a lot of redeeming qualities about it. Like I'm not sure if it's worth buying, but it has some really cool aesthetics to it. And like the market is very distinct. I mean, it's just a little tiny stand, but that and the light poles have a very cool like oriental like kind of city vibe to it. So kind of reminded me back when I was like living in Thailand, not exactly because it's more of a caricature than anything else, but that was pretty cool.
Like
and the car is decent.
Where you have to like, there isn't much to it, but if you imagine it as part of a larger thing, or if you pair it in tandem with like the city itself,
yeah,
it
exactly,
would probably shine a lot more.
Yes, and there's actually a lot of minifigures. There's 5 minifigures that come with it, so it's quite a bit for such a small set.
That's what made me want to get it. I really like Nia's outfit in that set. Cool.
Yep, and she's got a smartphone too.
Oh really? I
Kids
didn't
these
know
days
that.
and their
Oh,
phones.
nice.
All that technology.
Other than that, I bought the ice tank, the mini ice tank polybag, and the mini Quake Mech as well.
Oh,
And-
there's a mini Quake Mech.
Oh yeah, they're pretty great. I have them all. they're like, I mean, just the Quake Mech's cool, the ice tank's cool. Exactly.
It is really
They're
tiny.
very cute. But I mean, there's still like 60 something, like 70 pieces.
I
in
love
both
stuff
of them.
like that manages
So-
to keep the spirit on
adorable.
a smaller
Oh
scale.
my gosh.
Now I demand to see tiny mech dragon.
There's one.
There's 2 tiny mech dragons.
Never mind.
Yeah, they're like doing some like build this coming month and you can get a tiny green dragon mech, but it's like different than the one that
is
they
it like a Lego
offered
store
last
thing?
month. Yeah.
Like one of those mini builds that they
time
let
to
you do, and
Go to a Lego store.
Time to go to a Lego store.
The one that
wait.
they gave in September, if you spent 35 or more, is a bit different than the one they're giving out for
I'll
this
probably
next
go
month.
tomorrow. Or no,
So-
not tomorrow. Maybe not
Hey,
tomorrow.
Ben.
Saturday. What? What do you want?
You know what's coming up?
Oh no, here we go.
Well, what's coming up?
You know what's coming up.
I
The
don't.
day that Ven's gonna get swag for himself from a Lego store, yeah.
Oh yeah, well, definitely.
I know it's coming up. It's that able to go to McDonald's and get that Szechuan sauce
Yeah.
on Saturday.
Oh, yeah. Dude,
What does that even
Yeah,
taste
it's
like?
coming up. 2 more
I don't know.
days.
I want. Okay, so here's the thing. By the time this comes out, it'll have already passed. I can get some. It's in a neighboring city. I just don't feel like going all that way to get it at an inopportune time, and then not even be able to get any chicken to eat it with because McDonald's doesn't have gluten-free chicken.
Oh,
So I'd
man.
literally just go
Well,
there.
this
like,
is
just
what
get
you do
sauce.
then. You go to a Chick-fil-A, you pick up some gluten-free chicken, and then you go to
might.
McDonald's and get the Szechuan sauce.
I honestly might.
That's all I really
gonna
want.
Go do it?
Yes, even if it takes me 9 seasons.
Okay, vlog it. I demand it.
I am so going.
As much as it will never happen, I'd kill for some Rick and Morty Lego.
Oh
like,
my god.
honestly.
I don't
I
think
would
they
buy
would.
the heck
would
out of
never-
it.
Ever
You should have seen
do
that
that,
display at
man.
Brick
Oh, I saw.
Oh, I saw the
I
display.
Fair.
Yeah.
Don't
It's never
remember
gonna happen
the
for
display.
obvious reasons, but it'd be great.
That-
Anybody
that
else got
was
anything worth talking about?
I got a dragon!
I'm
That-
so shocked. Shocked voice.
Yeah, I
You're
got.
blowing my mind here.
I don't remember his name. Croden. Is that?
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
it's Cronin,
Cronin.
Goblin King.
Yeah, Cronin the Goblin King. I got his dragon, and it is so freaking cool. The build
Did John
is like...
get it for you?
No, I got it myself. What's that supposed to mean? I can buy
I'm
things
just
for
asking.
myself, Ben.
I was just
Really?
wondering.
It's news to me.
Yeah, it's like a really
just saying.
solid build. I really like the way the legs are built. It's like there are
Did John build it for you?
Will you shut up? Anyway, they use like these cool arch pieces to like give the legs shaping and stuff, and it's like it's so cool. I also really like the color scheme. The only thing I'm not a fan of is like the combination of the pink with the red. And like I feel like
John
they
a
should have
fan
done.
of it?
What are you even doing? Oh gosh! And it comes with a few like transparent purple pieces, which is really cool.
Wow.
Did it come
Yeah.
with John?
What? I was waiting for Ben to say something so I could tell him to shut up, but then you said it's like, what? You betrayed me!
So, is this the set with the spring yellowish green CCBS shells?
Yes.
Because I want the set just for those.
Wow. Do you like want
Just-
mine? They look like crap on my
Yes.
dragon.
I will gladly take those shells. I'll trade you that all that stuff that I wanted to
I
give
want
you.
some shells.
Dude, shell macaroni and cheese is so good.
What?
That has nothing
Well-
to do with anything.
As
You
true
said
as it may be.
Okay.
Okay, whatever. Anyway, what about you,
That's a
Meso?
cool thing.
Did-
No, I'm like, I don't know. I actually tried.
Where have you been, man?
I know,
I
right?
feel like I haven't spoken to you, and you don't hit me up you don't hit me up
you don't
anymore.
hit me
You just
anymore.
you don't hit me anymore.
I'm trying to be nice there, dude. It's like I don't want to hit my friends. Honestly, I have been swallowed up in an all-consuming tornado of video games. If I were to be honest,
Or any of those Undertale or Final Fantasy.
those aren't new.
Then
Do
I
you
don't
play
care.
those
It was a
video games
quadruple-
with John?
It was a quadruple threat, and wow.
Gosh!
No, but for real, it's Destiny 2, Cuphead, Metroid, Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga HD. Honestly, that's what it is.
Good grief.
It's a tornado.
All-Star Cuphead
Fine, I
Prime
guess.
2.
It's not even a Metroid Prime game, but valid attempt. But I tried to buy Lego sets. We'll be talking about it a little later in the news, but I wanted to go find the Ninjago movie BrickHeadz, and I wasn't able to. And I was very disappointed at that. But I did find out that my Walmart has moved the BrickHeadz to literally be on the Funko Pop aisle, which I find hilarious. They've like moved them
Wow.
from the Lego aisle directly above Funko Pops to like say, hey, these are the thing you're supposed to buy. Pay attention to it.
They
And
just
I'm
put all the
yeah.
like Funkos in like the discount aisle or something.
I mean, yeah, it was like surrounded by clearance tags, so it might have been the discount aisle,
Interesting.
but I don't know. So no Lego sets for me, but that's all right. I'm glad you guys.
I
bought a
almost
ton
thought
of
you were about
cool
to say
stuff.
I was going to go to my Walmart only to find that it moved, like the Walmart moved, not the BrickHeadz, but
That did happen last year. There was a Walmart near me, one of the 4 I have in my general vicinity that like changed locations. I have too many Walmarts. I don't know if I've ever spoken about it, but every time I say like I'm going to Walmart, there's like 4 different ones.
Why?
Jeez, dude.
It's
Are they
kind
like
of ludicrous.
different at all?
Yes, and they have different inventories, all of them. So
Why?
like back in the days when I'm like looking for Lego sets, it'd be like, well, it is not at this Walmart. Maybe it's at this Walmart.
Okay, it's funny. Fair enough, because I actually did the same thing with Target. I have like 3 different Targets within like a 10-minute drive.
Nice. Well, I mean, one of yours is at a mall, right?
One's in the mall, one's 2
Yeah.
minutes down the street from said mall, and then the
Oh.
other one's at another mall.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense. Yeah, because like Target's a mall store, but my WalMarts aren't at any specific like important locale. They're just kind of scattered all around in various shopping centers. So it's a thing. Anyway, enough of my Walmart talk. This
Oh,
is
what
the
am I
Walmart
saying? I have 4
podcast.
Targets.
the Walmart BrickFeed
4.
They
Podcast.
just recently opened up a small one at another mall.
Man, I
You
don't even
joking,
have
mate?
like 4
Yeah,
McDonald's.
a
I have
lot
like
of
4
Targets.
nothing around here.
I have one mall in my general vicinity. You have like
I have 3 malls.
Good
That's
grief.
hilarious.
And
I
then
only have
the
one
4th
as
one
well.
is like a 30-minute 30 to 40 minute drive from here. And that mall has the Lego store.
Ooh, Lego.
I just never feel like making the drive out there. I have a Lego store like half an hour away. Only been to it once. Just can't take the drive, man.
Y'all are lucky. You have to drive like 3 freaking hours to get to mine.
Mine's in another state, so that's a thing.
Apparently, I have 2 Lego stores now. Actually, why am I saying apparently?
Get him.
It's a thing. I visited the second one already.
This is why I haven't been hitting you up, Vin. It's things like this.
Because you're jealous?
Maybe.
Wow.
You always gotta flaunt your Lego stores.
How could you be so green, Meso?
He's not green, he's Meso.
Because I have too many green pieces, I can't buy more colors at Pick-a-Brick. Because I don't have a Lego store. That's fine.
Wow.
But no.
Anyway.
Enough about these random shenanigans. You want to go ahead and
now
get
for
into
the
news
new nanigans.
The news nanigans.
New
Prpl's hit series.
What's on the docket, Meso?
A lot of crazy stuff. I don't know how much we'll talk about it, because it's I don't know if in particular any of it's all that interesting, but we'll see how it goes. Before I begin, I'd just like to say shout out to all the Patreons who are coming to grace us with their presence in the live studio audience. If you'd like to check out our Patreon, go ahead and go to patreon.com/the TTV channel and choose your own price to support our content. You can pay as little as $1 or as high as whatever you'd like. Any donation is completely appreciated, and you can come check out awesome perks like our aforementioned live studio audience. Or right now, you can be like Wintis1215 posting outdated Journey to One memes. Like Bionicle still has any relevancy. No, I'm kidding. Or like, Wadden and everybody else in the chat who's just spamming this whoa thing and making it very difficult to read the chat.
I actually don't know if they're trying to do whoa or if they're just adding W to the beginning of every single word.
I mean, that's basically the same thing.
No, it's not. It's very different. There's a science behind whoa.
Jeez, why are you so passionate about this?
But it's the same, general purpose.
The general purpose
the same
of
thing.
OO
it's dominant. It's annoying.
Look, guys, listen to Prpl. She's got a PhD in oology.
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 Basically, you replace all the L's and R's with W's and W sounds and stuff. So it wouldn't.
No, I get that.
Yeah.
If you break it down like that, that's fine. But the general purpose, it's meant to sound a certain way.
Yeah.
And they are achieving that purpose.
So guys, Legos, am I right?
Yeah, Legos. Okay. First topic of news today. They've revealed some Christmas gifts with purchase. Different little poly bags and freebies that you can get by buying a certain amount of stuff on Lego Shop at Home. Now, normally I don't do any of this, but I'll be honest, some of these actually catch my eye, and I might not buy anything from Lego Shop at Home because I don't like their shipping costs, but I might think about it more than I normally would. These things in particular, we have a Christmas build-up.
That is horrifying.
The best thing ever, the Nutcracker!
Oh my god, why is this allowed near children?
What's wrong with it?
Its eyebrows and its mustache, they're so creepy.
Our eyebrows not allowed?
It looks just like you.
It looks nothing like me.
It has your eyebrows.
Okay, yeah, maybe the eyebrows, but...
It's tall. Like you.
It's not really tall, at all. If anything...
Compared to a minifig.
Compared to a minifig, but his proportions suggest that he would actually be very short, considering how large his head is. And how short his limbs are.
You don't know anything.
I know everything!
So that's a kind of a cool thing. In order to get the Nutcracker... Let's see. There's also the Christmas build-up, which, I don't really know what its deal is. It looks to just be kind of a bunch of random pieces.
Is it like a... Well, it says 24 in 1. Is that an advent calendar sort of thing?
Yeah, I'm thinking so. I'm thinking, you have this giant mess of parts and there's enough instructions to build, 24 micro models. Kind of like the crafting box, in a sense, Where, you can just kind of build whatever comes to mind. But I'll be honest, that has a lot less appeal to me than, the Nutcracker or even just the regular Lego Christmas Advent Calendar. Either way, If you want the build-up, it's going to be free with a $99 purchase from November 1st to November 15th. And if you want the Nutcracker, well, that's also with a $99 purchase, but it's only over one weekend, the 24th to the 27th of November. Now, why both of these are coming out in November and not December, your guess is as good as mine.
So you can get them
I
early,
honestly couldn't
use
tell
them
you.
as Christmas presents. Because the 24-in-1 is like an advent calendar thing, probably.
Yeah, you're right.
24 days.
It is meant to be like presents and stuff.
I don't know. With that said, I would I think I'd be more interested in this than the Nutcracker.
Fair enough. You do you, but I'll put it to you this way. Will anybody here...
that sounds fun. You're building something new every day. You got a new model to build every day. I don't know.
It is a thing. Like, I've never gotten into the whole advent calendar shtick. I know people really are into that in the LEGO community. I've never had one, so it might be fun to do one of these years.
I don't
you should try
celebrate
it out.
Advent.
I've never tried it, but it always sounded pretty cool to me.
Yeah. But I'll put it this way. Is anyone going to actually buy these?
Nope.
I was thinking about actually dropping 99 or something for the Nutcracker, but then I realized, since I said I wanted the Quake Mech doesn't come out till like the month after, so probably not going to happen, because it's probably going to be like December or whatever, since it's the winter wave.
True.
It might come afterwards, so I don't know.
Well, it's one of those things like, you've been buying a ton of crazy stuff. I feel like you could just like save your purchase and like hoard it, you know? Like, I guarantee you've spent like $200 worth in LEGO Ninjago movie sets by now.
Oh
you could have got the city.
Me?
Yeah.
You could have gotten the city.
Maybe.
You actually crunched the numbers.
I would say probably about maybe 150 at best.
Fair enough. And I like that. I haven't been on BrickFeed to give you props, but I give you props.
Oh, wait, never mind. Okay,
sets out
just
of,
kidding, like
people.
170. I forgot I bought the Water Strider too.
How do you just forget something like that?
Because I was counting the play sets and the polybags and the fire mech.
That's not mediocre.
It sits in the back of like, I have all my system stuff on top of this computer cabinet, and Water Strider's at the very back, so I kind of forget it's there.
Maybe it's just me, but it's got no presence. It's got no pizzazz.
It can walk on water.
Can it?
If you believe.
There you go. There's the other shoe to drop.
The Water Strider is definitely my least favorite of the mechs.
Yeah.
It's fine. I just feel like there's no real upper leg articulation. Like, it's just a piece that kind of juts upward, and then you have the other part of the leg that you articulate. So.
Yeah, that set is like super flexible in the movie. It's crazy.
Oh yeah, compared to the real one, very different, but it's okay for like $25 or whatever I got it for.
Like the fire mech that can't actually bend his knees.
Yes.
I still don't mind that though. Like, I don't think there's literally a way they could have done that with how it looks.
I mean, they could have, it just wouldn't be stable. You know?
Yes, that too.
Yeah.
The next piece of news on our docket, Vin, I'm hoping you might be able to help shed some light on this.
Oh no.
The Boost Programming Block Decoder.
Yes.
And according to this is basically, they say, unfortunately, with so much happening in the LEGO world since its release, I've not had an opportunity to use and experiment with it. And one thing that did frustrate me early on, author of this site being Hugh from Brickset, was making sense of the hieroglyphics used on the programming blocks. And they've, I guess, made a translator for them.
That's cool.
And shed some light on this for people who might not be Boost inclined.
Okay, basically, once you open up the Boost app and you start programming your creation, your build, you essentially have to experiment with the different little icons, because there's no like instructions, or there's nothing on the app that actually tells you what each icon does. Because the way you program is you drag and drop these different icons onto like a canvas, and you place them next to each other, and then they form a sequence of different like actions. So you have a play button that will trigger what happens in the next icon, and the next icon, so on and so forth, or hieroglyphics, as the article calls them.
Yeah.
So yeah, I could see the criticism behind that. I've definitely had to play around with that a lot and try to decipher what each little icon means, like the ones they had an example for on there, where it's like it's showing like the camera and then what kind of colors the camera can sense and whatnot.
Well, no longer, because it looks like at first I wasn't sure if this was like fan made or not, but it does appear like it was sent out by LEGO customer services to anyone that asked for it. So it's completely official, sanctioned by LEGO, and it should make building with Boost a heck of a lot easier.
Yeah, it's gonna save a lot of time. That's for sure.
Yeah,
it's like gonna be nice to know exactly what happened.
So what are you gonna build next, dude?
I'm probably gonna spruce up my Batmobile mock, and include the boost stuff in it so that I can actually like drive around or whatever. And then I'm gonna fix up Amelia, my Brontosaurus, because she's still not perfect, and there's still more I wanted to do with her. But I'll probably touch that at a later point. I'm kind of sick and tired of tinkering with that one.
Yeah, makes sense.
Like, I was working on that for like a week straight, and it still didn't turn out perfect, and it was so stressful.
You can play music with Boost, right?
Kinda, yeah.
You should make the Batman song for the Batmobile.
Ooh.
That'd be cool.
That's
like as it drives, it plays the music.
Yeah, exactly. So that was a pretty coul resource I wanted to spotlight for anyone that is interested in LEGO Boost. Should make your life quite a lot easier.
To answer a question in the live studio audience, is Boost compatible with other programming interfaces? No. Boost is only compatible with the app that they provide on iOS devices, Androids, and just recently Kindle devices.
Ooh, really?
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
That's actually what I use. I use the Kindle Fire HD 8. I use that to program my Boost. So
nice.
But yeah, that unfortunately that's the only way to do it, and it is kind of limiting, I guess, because you need one of those tablets that are compatible to program it. You can't use a computer or anything, but
it is what it is.
They're adding compatibility more. Yeah, they're making it available on more devices as time goes on. So
totally. For the next thing on our news docket, I'm going to skip around a little bit because I feel like I'm going to lump a good bit of this together for one big final news push. So let's talk about a new Rebrick competition that none of us are going to be able to do, but maybe some of you in the audience will be interested in. It is, you must build a train for the Winter Village Station.
Oh,
this is cool to me. Like, there's some really passionate train fans out there, and this is going to be right up your alley. You have to basically, the premise is literally build the ultimate train. It doesn't even have to be holiday themed. You know, the station is, your train doesn't need to be, it just has to actually fit the station and tracks. So there's like dimensions for that you can all see here. And the grand prize is awesome. It's the holiday train set, the winter holiday station, power functions elements to motorize your train, rechargeable battery box, compatible with the winner's country's electric outlets, and 5 sets of flexible tracks, 5 sets of straight tracks, and 3 sets of switching tracks.
Man.
So it's basically a giant trains prize pack. So if anyone out there at all has the resources to enter this thing, you totally should. It's going to be worth your while, I think.
That's crazy.
I would love to. Trains fans are passionate. They're really into their stuff, and it's always been very admirable. Whenever I go to a convention, the train stuff is one of the most impressive displays.
Yeah,
no kidding.
Especially the things that go like all around the city and stuff. Those are so cool.
Yeah. Really insane, or should I say
I totally agree. That stuff is
really insane.
Crazy.
Lots of trains.
Lots and lots of trains.
Exactly. I like trains. No. That was basically that. I just wanted to spotlight that real quick. Next up, this is a thing that I didn't know existed. Maybe you guys did. It's this little set that BrickHeadz did a review on. The Kai's Dojo pod. And apparently this isn't the first time they've done a pod like this. Apparently they had some for the Batman movie.
That's so cute.
But I just never saw them. Yeah, the carrying case design really impressed me.
Oh, that is actually kind of cool.
A minifigure and then a little brick-built weapons rack on the other side.
Yeah. That's that is so adorable. Oh my gosh.
I want at least one of those. I don't know where you get them.
Yeah, no, I didn't see any indication of where it's at, but
I believe you can buy them. I think it comes with purchases of any of the Lego Ninjago movie products from Lego stores and Lego.com. I can't believe you get them for free or not. It might be with a purchase, or you have to purchase it separately. But either way, I kind of want one. One of the more interesting things I wanted to mention is on the outside, there's a little logo, and it's actually OG Ninjago.
Yeah.
Like, it's not the movie.
Yeah.
So it's a little odd, but like it has multiple uses. Yeah, I guess. That's what you get when you're not a main character, huh?
Dang.
Sad, but true.
Poor Kai.
Maybe if he had a better looking hair mold. Like Lloyd.
Pipe, dude. Don't diss the hair.
Dude, I hate this hair mold.
What's wrong with it?
It looks gross to me, honestly.
But it's anime.
It's like, I see what they were trying to do and make it look like an exaggerated version of the already exaggerated classic Kai hair. It's not doing it for me. I don't like the weird curve it does to like, the left or it just looks gross. I don't like it.
That's
it looks like poop.
Live studio audience member
Illustrious
Var says, well, it's supposed to look like fire.
Really? You talked with the minifigure designer, and he told you that it was supposed to look like fire. Otherwise, you are full of crap.
You could look at it and see a fire.
Getting flashbacks to the Jimmy Stringer guitar debate. Extreme flashbacks.
No, like I said,
it's supposed to be like ice cream.
I can tell what they're trying to do with it, and I can see it. It just doesn't look good to me.
Yeah, it's a thing. So, I would like one of these pods. I'm not sure if there's more for the other ninja, but I'm going to make it my mission to get one of these eventually before they go away. Because I think it's really cool.
They're neato and dito.
I do prefer the old Kai hair, yes.
Oh, wow. Well, look at you.
Yep.
Well, I
Haters
guess
gonna hate.
It looks more like actual hair.
I can understand that.
I don't like how it looks in the show, but I do like
it
how
looks
the
disgusting in the
Kai
show.
hair looks on a minifigure. The only thing that always bothered me was its texture, and the new one has a better texture. So
the new one does have a better texture. It's just the shaping that I really don't like.
I get you. So with that being said, you guys want to get into our big news, the last bit?
Okay, let's do
thank
it.
you all for joining us on this episode.
Let's talk BrickHeadz. We have a massive BrickHeadz news dump here today. I'll start off small and work our way up. I actually saw this BZ Power article about the Ninjago movie set, and it's shined a light on something for me that I hadn't really noticed before. The exclusive tag. It was always assumed that they were exclusive to Toys R Us, and they might still be. I haven't seen them in Walmart stores, to be fair. But according to what they were sent by Lego in this press release, but the exclusive thing means they're going to be available until December 31st, and then will not be sold anywhere anymore. They're going to be immediately retired.
Oh my gosh.
No bleed over whatsoever. So they're an exclusive run of BrickHeadz, per se, if you want to look at it that way.
Mm-hmm.
You have a very limited time window to get them. And it kind of sucks for me, because I don't have a Toys R Us nearby.
Can you not get these online?
That's what I'm saying. I might have to. And pay exorbitant shipping and tax and markup prices from the Bankruptcy R Us store, which I really don't want to do. But I might have to, because Lloyd's whatever. I don't know about you guys, but Woo is hype. I want Woo.
Woo is cool.
So it is at Toys R Us though, for sure?
Yes, for sure.
I could
I'm not
get
sure
you one
they're
if
at the
you
Lego
wanted
store.
to.
Do it, man. Buy me one. Because, I'm not sure whether they're at Lego stores, because, again, I don't have one to check. Then, next time you're there, do me a solid and check for these.
I'm going this weekend, so we'll see.
On the off chance they're not, then that means, yes, they are Toys R Us exclusive. Or at least limited exclusivity, because the BrickHeadz original wave were supposed to be exclusive to Lego stores, but they actually started showing up in Walmart not too long after they came out. So I'm hoping maybe the same thing's going to happen here, But if what they say is true about this strict retiring date, then if you want these, odds are you probably should go get them now.
Yeah,
find out wherever they are.
Money.
They're just BrickHeadz.
I know, but I'd have to get both, and that's money that I could spend
Why do you have
on
to get both?
Because it's Ninjago.
I'm not getting both.
Well, good for you. I'd have to get both.
It's Ninjago, though. It's like, that has nothing to do with it. It's all about
it's
you.
Ninjago. I like Ninjago, and if they make more, in the unlikely event that they make more Ninjago BrickHeadz, I'd like to have all of them.
I guess that is a good point. They're never going to make any more.
But Ninjago isn't even that cool.
You're not that cool.
Yeah, I like it.
Is there a term for being like a weeb, but for Ninjago?
I'm pretty sure it's just a weeb.
Weebago.
Oh, okay.
Weebago!
Weebago.
Let's coin that term.
Weebago. Weebago.
All you Weebagos out there.
That's Prpl.
Alright, so those are the Ninjago movie BrickHeadz, but wait, there's more, because we actually have some more new BrickHeadz revealed, because NYCC is going on right now. Odds are next week we're probably going to have some assorted NYCC things to talk about, because LEGO tends to do some stuff there. For now, for this recording, which is being recorded on October 5th, probably should have mentioned that at the start, but just to date the video, that's the time. This is all we have. Some Star Wars BrickHeadz, which are Boba Fett and Han Solo in Carbonite. I find really, really clever.
That is so clever. It's adorable.
It's the first
So
BrickHeadz so
good.
far to break from formatting, and it works out really, really well,
Yeah.
I think.
It's really great.
Like, honestly, if that one was sold just like by itself, I'd probably buy it. I don't really care too much for Boba Fett, if I'm being honest. Like, he looks
Boba Fett's
cool.
the one I want, but I didn't realize they were two. I didn't realize they were the same set.
Or that they're NYCC.
Yes, that was also
Exclusive.
disappointing.
More NYCC exclusives.
Well, because I mean, I like woke up one morning and I looked on Lego's Instagram story, and it just looked like it was. It just looked like it was being presented. Like, it didn't say anything about it being exclusive. Then somebody posted on Discord about the article. I'm like, yeah, I want to get that. And then I looked at it again, like a double take, and said it was an NYCC exclusive. I was like, gosh, dang it! Like the only time I really wanted a BrickHead, and it turns out
interesting. Like, from the moment BrickHeadz were revealed, they were NYCC. Promotional sets, really. Over time, they expanded them, and I always thought, they'll eventually release the ones they had at NYCC. It'll just be a limited exclusivity. They've yet to do so. They've stuck to their guns. And as it stands, I believe that the amount of NYCC exclusives actually equals the amount of BrickHeadz that are currently released. Because I think it was 12 for the first wave, and then 12 exclusive ones as well. So it's a thing. I would really love for them to be made available at some point, because I'm certainly not going to pay scalper prices for these things. But I do like BrickHeadz. I'd like to have a chance to buy some of these impressive characters and designs.
Yeah, I definitely would not mind having these.
It's like a low-key aggravating, the whole exclusive thing. Like, thanks to Jet Indie, you were able to get one.
Yeah, that was great. Because, man,
not many other people
otherwise,
are as lucky.
Rip off, Two of my favorite comic book characters.
When they do certain variants of the characters, and then they re-release them later, like Batman or the Joker, for instance.
Yeah.
But it is kind of bad when they release original characters, like Doctor Strange or Black Panther, or like these Star Wars sets. Because then you're like, okay, so are you just never gonna release those to the general public?
Are we just never gonna get a Black Panther or a Doctor Strange BrickHead in stores?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
It's one of those things. It feeds into the secondhand Lego culture where people jack up the prices on stuff on the secondhand market. But that's a debate people have always had about Comic-Con exclusive stuff, and it's not likely to change anytime soon. Might as well just accept it and move on.
Blech.
Yeah, you guys gonna go out of your way to buy them on eBay?
Heck
Or you just
no.
gonna let them sit? Heck no.
Especially since this would have super
Unfortunately,
high
I
value.
have no choice but to let them sit.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to go in for a it says there's like a lottery that the people at NYCC have to even do in order to even buy the set, so that value is going to go up quite a bit.
That's a very good point. It's going to be even rarer than they would be otherwise. Oh no. Well, we'll keep a monitor on that. Maybe we'll do an eBay report in 2 months or whatever and be like, this is the price for these sets now.
On eBay today in 2 months.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and more BrickHeadz stuff. Also from NYCC. They've confirmed that we are getting 12 additional BrickHeadz next year as a wave 2 of sorts. 4 per film release. 4 for Justice League, 4 for Star Wars, 4 for Avengers Infinity War. And they have silhouettes. And I'd love to guess what they are going to be, but I hope that they're just placeholders, and I think they are, because a few of them look very similar to others, because I really don't want another Hulk. You know what I mean? And that's clearly Hulk for Avengers. So, we'll have to see.
Yep. Oh, I thought those were wings, and I'm disappointed.
No, they're the stupid arms, which were a cool design point, but it does annoy me. I don't want another set like that.
What if it's going to be Red Hulk?
God, it's just a recolor.
In the exact same pose.
I wouldn't mind Red Hulk, but he's not going to be in Infinity War. What if it's Thanos? OMG!
Oh.
BrickHeadz Infinity Gauntlet to scale. It's on the arm and can flail all around.
I didn't notice that these were actually all supposed to be for Infinity War.
Yeah. I think they're just placeholders, because you can see Black Widow. Or someone, at least with a sword like Black Widow has. Might not be the exact
Black Widow
same
has a sword?
Might be a trick of the light, but in her right hand, you can see some kind of protrusion.
She does have something.
A baton or whatever, and it's very similar on the bottom right figure. You know.
Guardians of the Galaxy, I would have to buy all those.
That's totally what it is, actually.
And what if it's Star-Lord to the left? With his dual guns.
It actually really looks like him.
You know? I think you might have just cracked the code, dude. But that means the silhouettes are placeholders. That means another Hulk.
Guys, I'm guessing the bottom left for Justice League is Aquaman.
Probably.
Nah, it's Superman.
Superman with a new spear.
I didn't even notice the trend. All right, yeah, you're right. These are all accurate. Well, in that case, we have a bit more discussion meat. We can start to pick apart what these could be. So we've got Star-Lord and Gamora, and in that case, that means the one that looks Hulk-esque is probably Drax, Groot, or Thanos.
Drax.
One of those three.
But what about the one on the top left?
Captain Boomerang with his boomerang in his left arm.
No thanks.
So, I don't know. Who haven't we got yet that could be in Infinity War? Because they probably aren't all going to be the Guardians. I would hope not.
Rocket. Oh, wait. There's no ears.
No. Well, it's just weird. I don't know what that arm thing is. Maybe. If they want to do a vine kind of thing.
That looks kind of funny for one, though.
But I just don't know what the weird shaping is there. Yeah, Var points out it almost looks like Deadpool.
Honestly, that would have been my guess. That was my first guess until I realized it was supposed to be in Infinity War.
What if
weird.
Deadpool is in Infinity War?
Wouldn't that be a twist and a half?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's weird because it's one of those things that are on a hinge. You probably don't know what exactly I'm speaking of, but it's the system piece that you clip one on and then you clip the other brick on and then you can move them on a swivel.
To the side?
Yeah, kind of. Mixel's had them to simulate arms and whatnot.
The ones where they use if a building opens up and they use the joints. Yeah, those.
That's what that looks like to me. So it looks like it could fold up into itself, but I still don't know how that will actually look. So I cannot make an informed guess on that particular character. So, let's move along to the left. Who the heck could that be for Star Wars?
Top left is totally right.
How do you figure? Just because of the lightsaber?
Lightsaber.
Bottom left is Kylo Ren, also because of the lightsaber.
Yeah.
Probably Chewbacca on the bottom right would you say?
I can see that, yeah.
His head looks beefy and he's got like a blaster.
And then top right might be a, I want to say it's a new character.
Yeah.
Or
well, one of them should be Luke. You know? But I don't know if they'll do that. Maybe
Luke is going to be a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. You watch.
Probably.
Oh, no. You're probably right. Well, okay. In that case, those are some good guesses. And then Justice League, obviously Aquaman. I'm gonna say the bottom right is Superman. Because of the hair, and also the fact that he has one hand, like, pushed outwards, and, like, his flight pose. It might be a stretch, but that's what I'm going with.
I think that's Cyborg.
Oh, yeah, you're probably right, actually. The hair that I thought was there is probably the eye. Yeah. That's fair. And who's the one on the top right that looks like they have shredder claws?
That's Wonder Woman.
Yeah, that looked like
she has a sword and shield.
But it looks like shredder claws.
It's just because she's holding it.
Yeah, it's the shield to the side. Like, you just see the top part of it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, this is cool, guys. I like this. We'll come back to this in like a month or two, see if all our guesses were correct.
Yay! And before they're not. And before they were just placeholders all along.
Anybody want to put money on it?
No, I'll put money on it. I'm good, thanks.
So what about
I'll
Aquaman?
put money on it.
Yeah, I'll put money on Aquaman.
I'll put money on Aquaman. And Star-Lord.
Well,
here's the $1 million question. Will anyone buy any of these?
Nope.
Because I know Var bought a lot of BrickHeadz. I don't know how many you guys have bought.
I'll probably
I've
get
none.
like one of the Star Wars BrickHeadz.
Yeah, maybe.
And one or two of the Infinity War BrickHeadz, but that's it.
Honestly, it's just the ones they've made so far aren't really impressive. I'm hoping these ones pick up the pace a little bit. The only one I felt had enough meat on its bones to justify a purchase was Joker from the Batman movie. Because, like, there was some really intricate building stuff with him that really made him stand out with his hair. And then I went and looked at a set like Captain America or Iron Man, and I was just like, these are pretty standard fare. They follow the template almost to a T. And with these, I'm hoping for some creative stuff. We'll see how it goes. But already I can see in the shape of their heads, they don't all have, like, square heads. Some people have different shapes and whatever.
You mean blockheads?
Yeah, exactly. Blockheads. Nice. Okay. And with that, it's all for our news, guys.
Yay.
It's all
right.
over.
And with that,
we could end, or we could continue
correct.
talking.
Should we?
Could do,
Then just
if we're
so
out
ready
of
to get out of here, huh?
Lego.
We might as well end to keep consistency, but like, I still want to talk about stuff, guys. I want to do a M.O.C spotlight, but X isn't here.
Oh, that sucks.
Alright, guys, let's find something really cool really quick.
No.
I'll just be like, oh, that looks cool. The
Let's
end.
bag on the Ninjago movie for another 20 minutes, because that totally
God.
isn't stale
so
already.
bad.
I've like wiped that from my memory. I couldn't
I'm sick
handle the pain.
Like, I mentioned it on the latest
Probably never
brainstorm.
gonna watch it ever again.
I mentioned that on the latest brainstorm offhandedly. I was like, I really never wanted to get to this point where, like, I talk about the Ninjago movie offhandedly like I do with Bionicle G2. Like, making offhand comments and jokes and, like, snide remarks. It really makes me upset that we are at that point, but...
It upsets your spaghetti.
Yes, it does. I guess the only positive thing I could mention was there was a tweet I saw someone sent to the Hagman brothers, basically talking about like how I really wish you guys had done the movie, or you guys would have saved it, and like from their perspective, imagine the situation that puts them in, because they probably agree, you know, and they're probably appreciative of it, but they cannot actually say that because they have to show support. So the response they gave was just kind of like, oh, well, we really appreciate this sentiment, but I think the writers did a good job of introducing Ninjago to an audience that has never heard of it before. Was what they said, and I was like, well, I don't agree, but I understand the point you're in, so the position you're in, so I support it. So that's basically that.
I might go see it in a week or two again. I still like the humor, so
Same.
I'd like to
I
remember
actually
it better.
I still enjoyed it a lot.
What
There was
humor?
jokes!
It was stupid.
Pretty
It
much
was
every
stupid.
line Garmadon and Zane said.
Sure, why
I
not?
mean,
Like,
Garmadon
that.
was amusing, but he never made me like really laugh.
I didn't laugh once. Well, I laughed once, but that's about it.
When was the one time?
I don't even remember.
Oh.
I don't know, to me, I have a pretty broad sense of humor, so I appreciate stupid jokes too.
Well, I
Like,
laugh at everything and
just
I
about
don't even
anything.
laugh.
It's also that level where you're like Ninjago fan versus non-Ninjago. Like for me, the joke about the 4 arms and getting bitten by a snake, I laughed more at that than like any joke in than most other jokes in the Lego movies.
Yeah,
Just because I know what they're parodying and like,
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
that was funny.
But the average Joe probably didn't find that funny at all. Manju, the average Joe, did you find that joke funny?
Yeah, well, I mean, I also watched season 1, so I did know where it came from.
Fair enough. You're no longer average Joe. You're above
Yeah, but I haven't seen
average
anything
Joe.
past that.
How about you remedy that?
All right, I will then delete that I watched season 1 and go back to being the average Joe.
All right. Well, I guess we may as well wrap up this week's BrickFeed. We'll have an earlier show than usual. And I like this a lot. I like hosting BrickFeed. It's fun.
It's so like swap for me because I mean I was on TTV podcast last time with John and hosting it, and then here you are hosting BrickFeed. So
It's like Bizarro World.
my world got turned upside down. What's been going on, man?
Yep, we're making up for last week's hour-and-a-half long episode. So, thanks to you all very much for coming out to check out the BrickFeed podcast today. We'll resume regularly scheduled host rotation next week, but thank you all for having me. It was fun.
You're welcome. That'll be $5.
You're welcome.
So, as always, check out our Patreon at patreon.com/TTV channel if you'd like to support us. You can set your own price, do whatever you'd like, and also, if you would like to discuss anything we spoke about today, or just discuss LEGO in general, you can always check out the TTV message boards at board.ttvchannel.com, where there's a bunch of cool stuff for you to do, a bunch of cool forums. We recently revamped some of the categories in our forums, so you can see, like, images as you're just perusing through. It's really cool, all the quality of life improvements. Love the place to death. Go check it out if you haven't already.
Yeah.
But for now, that's actually all, so we'll see y'all next week. I'm Meso.
I'm Ben.
I'm Prpl.
And I'm Invi.
And farewell, everybody. Have a good one.
Freaking copycat.
Bye, everybody.
Bye bye.
See ya.